eSports comes close to Cinderella stories. We've seen impossible runs from all across the different stratosphere of games. We've seen TI champions from open qualifiers and ENCE now in the Counter-Strike world look to challenge the Goliath. It's Astralis taking on ENCE. Their first major Astralis looking to win them back-to-back. This is the juxtaposition. This is Astralis versus ENCE, and it is map 1. Henry, Sado, I know you're going to bring the noise.
We certainly hope so, Alex. It's grand finals time, ladies and gentlemen. ENCE take on Astralis. Make some noise! ENCE will start on the T side here. Astralis defending on the counter-terrorist forces. And it's a slow start here from ENCE. They go for the brown horse control, but there's plenty of CT presence there.
Certainly is. Already Xyp9x has rotated over. Dupree there as well. The bomb out toward IEM. Seven's got the first kill of the finals. Ariel's going to follow it up. Good start for ENCE. Rotation required. The other three with a 3 on B. Ariel still holding while the bomb will go down. Safely planted to hold from Ivy, so X7 needs to stay aggressive. Dupree winning the back lane actually gives them a chance to wrap in. Post-plant loses a little bit of ground as a result. And don't forget that Xyp9x is alive in this. He can pull a rabbit from a hat on any occasion. Gonna try to pull one through the smoke. Second one down late. They've got great utility after the plant on the ENCE side.
Yeah, this is overwhelming now. Xyp9x trying to find any point of access at this point. I think they just have to save. They have no kits, they have no utility. They have got 100 HP and 100 armor. So that means if they do force by the next round, at least they'll have helmets. They'll have a bit more to work with in that respect. But it's ENCE kicking things off with a bang here. They're going to find Dupree. Surely he goes down here. Indeed he will. A very good from ENCE as they win the T-side pistol. Just one player survives, and that's Xyp9x. A fast approach from main entrance towards Ivy. Smoke at the back of the bomb trade and finding clinical kills as they make their way out. It's X7 who's had a fantastic tournament, joined by Ariel as well. These guys are deadly, and they put their best foot forward here in the first round. Will we see the force buy from Astralis? I doubt it. But with Xyp9x at the armor, maybe they consider scouts and CZs. But I feel like they'll focus on the big picture stuff here as we have a slight timeout just to collect ourselves, work out what's happening here as Astralis looks to take the full eco.
We won't need to worry too soon. We know how composed that Astralis can be and are. No Grand Slam winners won the previous major. This would give them the 3rd major title, tying them with Fnatic's record. And there's no signs of them slowing down either. That's the impressive part of the Astralis team, is that even while winning, there's no hints that anyone's clutching close behind. Liquid seemed to be the only team that might give them a run. IBR gave it a go yesterday, and perhaps with them back to a Brazilian and Portuguese-speaking lineup, there's something in that. But right now, this is as David and Goliath as it gets. ENCE out of nowhere to go against them.
They've got the perfect setup here as well. 2 SMGs, the AKs, and Alu's making his way towards Ivy. Cash in the bags, he gets the first kill. There's plenty of CTs out here though. They've gone with a full outside stack, but it doesn't seem to be slowing down ENCE whatsoever. They've got themselves in a 4 versus 1. Guaranteed, there it is. So that was the full eco. Astralis will be buying up into this next round. They can afford the AWP, but it's too free. They'd have to buy it on the nose. He'd get no armor for himself, and I think they'll focus on the rifles here. And it will be 2-0. Can ENCE keep this up? I expect to see some sort of execution here. 5 players focusing on one area, sending that MAC-10 in first, a little behind it, and just trying to get the bomb down, get as many kills as they can. They actually have a bit of a disadvantage, I guess, in terms of firepower here. So they're going to try and get the bomb down, see what can be done. If they win this, they're in such a fantastic position. If they can get the bomb planted with 2 or 3 kills, that's also very good as well.
A bit more aggressive outside for Astralis this time. In fact, they burrow into Pop Dog, but not going to try and take that. They'll get the Molotov down. Glaive! Dupree! He did. That's a huge Molotov to push Glaive back. If he ran out and there was no one else, Glaive's going to be able to stay alive. All to the fact that Dupree found a double, and they hold off Pop Dog. Guns in their hand, we're going to see exactly what Astralis is capable of.
That's quite the statement, isn't it? We go into the first gun round there, and within a few seconds, everyone's dead on ENCE. No one has dropped on the Astralis side. It's just Alexi B now holding towards T-Sport.
But here's the thing with the start from ENCE. So far, it has been very quick. The pace on the pistol, the follow-up, and now this round, most of the action has happened about the 120 to a minute mark. they can slow this down. If they start to set that tempo and Astralis has to use the utility early, if that gets in their mind, they can take the pace.
It's always difficult to analyze these sections of the game itself because, yes, ENCE are using that momentum. They know they've got lesser weapons and Astralis won't be fully equipped with the incendiaries, maybe no helmets there. So they're trying to stay together, keep it very fast, but Dupree with a double spray down with that AUG, of course, towards the main entrance. He finds the bomb and all hell breaks loose. It's up to Alexi B now to see whether he can actually cause some financial damage. 35 seconds to do so. CT's have full control of the bomb and he's just going to see if anyone's flanking his position.
But Katowice, he knew where he was coming from. They could hear him inside. There's the first round collected. Took about a minute further to find the last remaining player, but that's fine. They only lose one gun in the meantime.
Allo can afford the AWP. He purchases that straight away. No problem for him to make that decision. They are going to force up around him. Mac 10 CZ. Money not as strong as you might think there. As we head into round number 4, Allo, he had a fantastic train performance in the game yesterday against Na'Vi, but he dropped off towards the end of the series. So hoping to see him set the scoreboard on fire here. His teammates going to require it. One pistol, one SMG, and going quickly out the main entrance again. That pace continues, man.
All the way down, smokes off as well. They force Vicious to go back to Ice. He's got a hold of the top of the bomb string, finds the one already at Sandwich, rotates it around it. Astralis are ready for this. Absolutely, that's flawless. If they're going to run the fast pace, Astralis is absolutely ready for it. And you know what? I think it was a bit, I don't want to say predictable, but unsurprising that ENCE is doing this because they want to send a message early.
I would have thought they'd allow Allo to at least explore what's happening there. They know that Astralis don't have the AWP right now. Maybe take advantage of that fact and see if he can get any picks. But you're absolutely right. They are so ready for this. How perfect is that round? It doesn't get much better than that. Round 5 has to be the eco. Presumably Astralis will take the lead. As we'll see now, just the Glocks and the Russian side. We discussed this all tournament long. Most teams focusing that inner bomb side, which is almost guaranteed a plum, but they're aware of it. They're playing up close and personal here. Device going to first frag, nails it. Sergey goes down. I don't think you'll see a plant here.
Allo's still trying to find his way around the corner. The fact that they were running so quickly, and that Zipic's got to flash in, but won't get in position on Device's side. You could have caused concern for the off, not this time, 4 for Device. Device is going to be a problem for them. There's no question. Allo, he can't be slow at any point in this game. Yesterday, he had a few off moments, sure. He was huge in crucial late round, late game, big moments, but Device is going to be firing the whole time on that AWP, and they have to counter it.
Well, they won't be able to this round. It's going to be AK-47, so they're going to have to use utility to try and negate the AWP of Device. It's very powerful. It looks like everyone on Astralis is very, very sharp indeed. 3-2 on the CT side of train in the first map of this best of 3. This is the pick of ENCE. That's why they'll start on the T side. And Device, he's no longer towards the inside bomb site. He's holding outside. Presumably joining Glaive in the Pop Dog room, a very common setup these days. I can focus towards the main and Pop Dog down. Avoid any utility on the other side. The bomb stays down in T-spawn as ENCE go back to the setup here instead of that fast-paced gameplay outside.
Glaive still down below. And this is also a bit unsurprising. As soon as the money becomes a factor, they want to slow it down and solve Astralis because they couldn't overrun them as planned. Glaive is spotted as well on that jump, so it's not just he that's holding the angle. Now Alexi knows that he's dead. He knows how far away he is now. That's not really wallable, but he is certainly trying to flirt with the crowd. Small amount of damage done to both Allo and Alexi.
They've got the bomb towards inside. Player trying to fake them out towards Ivy. That's X7, gets the kill. 5 versus 4, they commit towards inside. This is very good for ENCE.
Oh, Allo just absolutely rocks Zipix. And he was forced off. He was so far back because they put him. So bomb down. Sergey won't relent. He goes all the way forward. Alexi catches Glaive. He knew specifically that they were going to try to go for the flank, but Dupree just wants to do economic damage at this point in time. 1 on 5. They've got money built up, surprisingly a great amount on Astralis already. And they want to punish ENCE.
He'll do what he can. $10,000 to his name. There will certainly be a buy for Astralis going forward. We do sometimes see them rock the double AWP setup on train. It'll actually be Mages, who's the secondary AWP technically on this map alone. ENCE though, perfect round from them, slow default. Trying to see if there's any aggression. Diving, he gets that all-important kill. It causes the rotation, and then Zipex at the very back of the bomb site. Nothing he could do. Alu with a lovely shot, the AK-47 guarantees the round, and they manage to take 4 players down with them. dupreeh will survive. They start to adjust things, and I'm interested to see if Magus goes for that secondary orb, as Zipex has called for a tactical timeout here. Brilliant shot from Alu, covering the flanks. This is going to be a good game. These guys are ready to deliver on ENCE. So the timeout's here. We go 3-3, and Device and Magus get yet to buy, so that's why I feel like they're kind of considering the double orbs right now.
Slight issue. No one wanted to take any chances with even the slightest of FPS or any other issues, given this is a grand final. You don't get to play in these too often. I mean, I guess if you're Astralis, maybe you do, but for ENCE, certainly get this as comfortable as possible. And that's a factor as well, because their mentality on this stage, it's a narrative you've heard all week long. They've never been on this stage. Alu's the only one. And they've come in now for 3 series and remained absolutely resilient all the way through. So rock solid, and take down mentally as well, not just by beating them in the server, but taking down Liquid and Na'Vi mentally. Now this is twice as hard against Astralis, and you gotta wonder, do they crack? Is there a point when they do? This is a whole different level of pressure.
Watching the clips from yesterday and just seeing how ice cold ENCE were after winning huge clutches against the likes of Symbol, for example. They're such young players, but playing years above their experience. It's fantastic to see. And now we go 3-3. We're on the T side as well, so they're doing a great job so far. The unpause is coming through. It's only Device that has not purchased yet. Magus will not get the secondary orb. Device, presumably he's got his. He certainly does. As we head into round number 7 here, Alu's back on his AWP as well. Sergey heading towards it. Another default here. Alu did get a chance to fire the first shot off towards main entrance, but nothing connects.
Good read. Astralis does like to flash in. Magisk though. They wanted to try and take it back, but he was perfectly positioned. That flash was just over his shoulder.
Yeah, he misses the Molotov and the flashbang, gets the kill, and now he falls back safely.
So dupreeh this time the one to go up underneath of the ladder. Flame's already rotated off. He's playing at B. He swings early, and it's all 5 there. dupreeh, he's already up the ladder, is he not? He's just below. If he pushes now, he locks them in. They're gonna have to take damage for the flame. Sergey gets it, finds the kill, but it's now dupreeh's turn to strike. Immediately behind Magisk. Smoke down, knows that they're pushing up. They hit him. They can actually wrap back through Z Connector, but look at the amount of players that have rotated over from Astralis. They're not letting him go anywhere in aerial. It's a Surge set finish to the round. There's no way he finds 4 in this case. Through the smoke, it's a fortunate find, but immediately responded.
Considered one of the best anchors in all of CSGO. It's Zipex holding the inside bomb site there, perfectly positioned, and the enemies are pushed in towards inside as well. That play from Magus, they know they've lost information outside of the map. If he pushes towards T-spawn, they have to act very quickly. That's why they're focusing towards inside there. 5 versus 4, and running through the flames, you can see they got 1 kill upon entry, but Zipex, look at this positioning, just so well played. Then he gets the kill for the smoke, no problem at all, and that denies the plant, so very well done. It is a reset technically, if they still have enough of 4 AK-47s to X7 on the Mac 10. Not a huge deal, can make that work as they send 5 players towards inner once more.
Zipex, same play though, dupreeh's underneath. Does it work twice? Zipex, on side, shoulder peek, but he still finds it. Sergey! Oh, he ran off the cliff. Gathering Swine, he goes down. He was created because of the tag in the air. That was but unfortunate. It's not exactly what you want to see on their side of things, because now, despite they get Zipex, they're only left with 3 alive. Far planted. Can they hold it? No flank this time. All 4 at the front of the site for Astralis. Still good. They can definitely make a case for going at this. They will. Off the lane. Not on that side. Just to find Aerial. Kits it up. It's down to just X7. And he's only got a Mac 10. Rifles away from him as well. They're already inside. He's going to on the bomb, and he can't find. Can he? He's got the knife. Watch it. Re-saves it.
That was too close for comfort there. I thought the knife might do it. He jumps through the smoke valiantly, gets the first Mac 10 kill. If he gets the backstab, if you get it right between the shoulder blades, it's an instant kill as well. That was a chance he pulls that one off. They're not meant to be. Zipex once again, he did so much damage there. There's the crater. Sergey didn't do anything wrong. He was just very unfortunate to take so much damage. Zipex with 2 kills essentially, and it will be 5-3. After that reset, it has to be the full eco now for ENCE. Taking a bit of investment here. CZ's P250s, 1 Deagle. Hold on to about $2,000. Big looking to get up. Taken down, he has the opposite point up there. This could get a little bit dicey.
Device swings though, that's going to buy him some space because he already can hold off the reverse side of the alleyway. Nade in, followed up. Glaives went first. Device. Easy peasy at that point. Sergey was planted at least at B, so further money for ENCE. Astralis looking pretty comfy. They are far enough forward though, if the Valor gets a headshot, and Sergey's able to at least get a trade. There's something in it. Hard part's getting rifles in the angles that they're playing because it's going to be decently not a distance, I should say, between them and the kill. And behind them, yes. Also, Sergey, he's too far removed. And again, does find one, but has to reload. They're not putting him down yet, but eventually just will. And that'll be 6-3.
Pretty well done there from ENCE. They get a couple of kills to bomb the lines in. Q50 the bomb down, they're going to have a ton of cash there. That's managed to 3 kills. 6-3. Astralis in the lead on the CT side now. Allo with 5 kills. Really want to see him start stepping up the AWP train. He can get a lot done with that sniper rifle. Device sat on 8 kills right now. Everyone from Astralis looking very, very good indeed. But ENCE are holding their own.
And this is not unfamiliar for them. They've been down in a number of games early on and come back. That's true. Navi had them at 7-2 and 7-1 at 2 different points in that series. Trying to find some ground. X7 again will battle off with Magisk. This will be an ongoing duel between the two.
It's a great battle as well. X7 so good with his timings. His individual skills get better and better as the tournament progresses. Now he flashed off towards main. Unable to get enough information right now. Off because the utility in place. X7's aware that they could sneak out. They've obviously scouted that, and I think most people have on train. Device checks corner with the AWP, but still they bring Zipex over that direction, so he had the information that no one was there. I'm surprised he doesn't rotate off of that. Well, they're showing so much presence towards Pop Dog. They're comfortable at Ivy still, so might as well have a couple players towards inside. But X7 flashbang is spot on, but the shot isn't. Glaive ready for it. Takes him down 5 versus 4 once again. It's Glaive who's looking to find a couple more though, but looks like his days might be numbered. Take him down, but Zipex finds the bomb. Finds the bomb is the key aspect. Has to find it. Get out! How does he jump off the ladder? It's so unpredictable. Sergey just absolutely confused and destroyed you quicker with one motion, but Zipex will hold out against Alu. He managed to get the bomb back. Very confident in their setup right now. Astralis looking almost perfect. An awkward moment towards Pop that they looked like he almost glitched out, but it's because he's jumping off the ladder, attaching to it again, trying to make things as difficult as possible for the CT. He gets 1 kill, but Touchdown HC taken down quickly after that. Loss bonus starting to rack up now. They're the 4th stage on the T side, but they're 7-3 down. These rounds are being pretty quick. $3,000 per player. I would suggest they're going to take a partial buy here, and with the maximum loss bonus coming in after that, they can see what's available to them. There's actually a good chance of winning these sort of rounds, especially if the loss bonus getting to the 5th stage. You can get Deagle, you can get armor, you can get a few smokes, execute towards inside potentially, and see what can be done. They'll take the time out now and work out how they'll operate in round number 11. Up again. Save required. ENCE have gotten a number of bomb plants on this. 2 on rounds that they've won, 2 that have been defused on rounds that they lost, which has also been in this sequence of 4 rounds against them, so that's been adding a little bit to the bonus. But in a couple of those occasions, 2 rounds ago, it was desperate attempts. This isn't. X7 kill on Glaive cleanly, and he's got a gun picked up to go along with it, so an M4 to work with on Device as a response, wants to try and take the corner at B. That allows the other 3 to stay on the A site. Hot Dog's been such a problem for them. Trying to take it on, and now they've got their second kill. He is an absolute beast right now. 3-4 for him. He just keeps finding hat-trick after hat-trick. And it looks like Astralis are back on their feet, but not for long. 2 versus 2. HP pretty similar on either side. It's Katowice with the AWP though, but he still has 100 health and all of his utility. As we hit the 1 minute mark, ENCE are going to slow things right down and work out what the next move is.
Deagle to wait at hell if they walk back in. It's still 2. The M4 stays with X7. He's only on 25. Not in the position to try and plant the bomb. Katowice is nowhere near enough to deny that. X7 wants to bait them out though. The longer he does that, the more chance he gives Katowice to rotate around. And Alu can't really counter that set angle. He can swing to trade, but he certainly would give Katowice a crack at it. Fortunately, Dupree plays this smart enough. Goes over to check B, and because he's so far away, Katowice can't do anything. He's got to hold in place. Deagle won't find it. Alu goes down. X7 only has the 25, but again, he's the one that has the M4. I presume that he's gone to Pop Dog, and he knows exactly where Katowice is. 12 times on his side. Low HP finds Dupree. Katowice gets off it, just plays the ladder so that the feet don't show, and he's pulling away. Way a better chance to win the round. Katowice, does he have time to get back?
It's going to be a close one here, Matt. This will be the eco victory, and ENCE have pulled it off. The longest one that takes Katowice down with it. And it's that fast hot dog play from X7. It gets him a rifle. It's a key to the round. Allows him to stop pushing towards Ivy, applying the pressure. And that's a big one for them. They've got plenty of cash in now. They haven't broken the finances just yet of Astralis, but maybe the morale. As we get into round 12 here, Alu back on the AWP. And ZipX currently set up 11 kills and 4 deaths. He's having an absolutely amazing game. 3 kills in the last round. Wasn't quite enough though, I'm afraid. As the smokes and flashbangs are deployed outside, just to allow Alu to get in position and see whether he can find an aggressive CT towards Olof there.
Pretty bad. He's going to continue to hold this in default. And the default again is X7 toward Magisk. So repetition of battles early on. Change of play for Astralis. Magisk, he's got a much more powerful weapon this time to keep X7 at bay. Does require a bit more accuracy. VP will never die. They're legends in this arena for life. Ariel starts it, Dupree down. That's exactly what they want. So slowing the pace has proved valuable because now Astralis is starting to get inquisitive. Vulgar curiosity. He walks in, no chance, and absolutely gets ripped off by it. No utility as well, by the way, for Dupree to try and take a main.
As that secondary order, this boy is all. Get the opening kill on the CT side. Back to a 4-on-4 it goes. You're absolutely right. They're waiting for that CT aggression to come through. Ariel has really impressed on train throughout this tournament. He looks fantastic with the opening frags of that AK-47. He's in position to find kills towards main entrance though. Done. Not quite connected to the shot. He is low as well. Needs to be very careful here.
Now he still steps out this time. He's got it. Someone else needs to further damage. He's barely alive, but he is. Aspect will hold them off from hell. Alu on the off in reverse does get played back, but not before he can get the bomb away. Luckily, they got it back. Second is gone. It's on the ground. Alu's got to stay alive. Missed shot. An awkward standoff in the middle of the wait, they want to fire. They want to kill him afterwards, and they will. No money for Alu.
No money at all. That's very smart stuff there from Astralis. A lot of teams we tend to just to rush right after he fired the shot, get the trade, make sure he can't do anything more, but they wanted to run that timer down. If you die after the round time expires, you get no money into that next round. Luckily, Alu had a bit of residual cash. He has 1,200 still, but they are going to take a pause at this stage. Actually, Astralis to call it as they work out what their opposition will have in round number 13. If you are just joining us, it's the first map of this best of 3, the grand final at the IEM Katowice CSGO Major 2019. It's Katowice back on the org, and they just will hold on to the AWP for now. So ENCE, they're at first stage loss bonus. Everyone hovering around $2,000. If they force by this one, there won't be a lot to work with. If they take a full eco, they'll at least get AKs and armor and smoke into the next round, but there won't be an AWP, that's for sure. How do they approach this situation? CZ armor purchased by Alexi B. All the others join him. That's pretty much a force buy. Indeed they will. They're going for this one. So far with just one smoke. Now make it two. Not a lot there on the table. We'll see what they can make of it. Once again towards Connect there, and Italo once again waiting for the aggression towards the main entrance position.
Corner, he caught them off, Nade in, and he still found the headshot onto Dupree. Gets away with the M4 again, same position they lost him last time, Pop Dog, but he's already tagged down to 26 this time. Nearly gets thrown off Device. That was under him. He jumped and Device somehow got the shot underneath, and they'll keep themselves perfectly composed. That should come. Oh, as no sort of surprise. I mean, that's so solid that they're easily able to work off of each other, even in panic situations.
The outside hole is just looking so sharp. All of a sudden, they lose the first pick, but then a flurry of frags come in from absolutely nowhere. It's so good to watch, and that's ENCE punishing that Pop Dog aggression once more. They get the opening kill with the CZ. They find the rifle, but before they have even a chance to reload it, everyone's gone down, and that was the force buy as well. So ENCE will have to take the full eco and see what they can do around number 15. Glocks, one eagle, one flashbang. Once again heading towards inside and see if they can punish the fact that Zipex could be alone. No, it's the kill towards Pop Dog once again. I can't believe it. Ali picks it up, and Device trying to answer back. He spotted everyone there, and they're hunting him.
This is the problem for Device now in the AWP against the Pistols. He has to run all the way back, because if they come around the corner high flying, he'll have no chance at it. Pop Dog continues to be the issue. ENCE, they won the pistol, they converted it. They won 1 gun round, and they won an eco. So 2 things to take from that. 1 is gun rounds aren't going well, but 2, they have won an eco already once. Doing it twice without picking up the M4 might prove to be a bit more difficult. Things fall silent. Astralis knows they need to pull back the map, but they also know they don't need to overextend, because on train you still have so many angles you can play.
And they haven't given away the rifle. They gave away a kill, but still they've got a massive advantage here. Had they given the AWP up, or an AUG for example, that could have been enough to try and force them into getting the kill back in response. But they're running the timer down right now. ENCE unsure what to do, barely anything, waiting for mistakes to be made. There's a few of far between. Astralis are on the server. Wave, isolated, sort of. I don't think he'll have much trouble here. Distracted. Starting to arrive at the crime scene. The bomb goes down, and Mages will finish things off in style with the P250.
Not thrown off at all by running out of ammo, taps away at range, and Glaive was, you're right. As much as he was trapped though, he knew exactly what their plan was. If he gets distracted at A main, if he gets caught up in that, down come player Pop Dog, and likewise vice versa. So all he wanted to do was a couple shots either way until someone overcommitted. And Pop just all the space that he needed. So 1 round left in the half. 10-5 is not impossible.
This was the shot, so his main entrance. Alu, the only deagle. He did open things up. You can see how far away that weapon was. It's not like it helped him out a tremendous amount, because there's still plenty of money here for Astralis. Round number 15. Mage is going to be challenged by 2. He times it well though, drops the smoke, and might send them packing as well.
Nades deep. Catch anyone because it bounced off. Ricochet to the right.
Oh dear. That's not gone well for XQB.
Definitely not. Utility lost. They've got 1 smoke left. That's it, other than the one that they were planning on using that didn't go anywhere. Again, though, Device, this is something we've noted, what, 4 or 5 rounds now? Getting this corner with the AWP, they're not challenging it early enough. The problem with that is as soon as you let him sit there, he's so capable of hitting shots, and he allows the rotation to go back over the other way. It's a bit like anchoring Banana on Inferno.
Continue the default here. Smoke to the left-hand side to block vision from Major Skip. Flashbang's out as well. They continue to progress down that position. Flashbang's in position to actually give them access, but they're taking damage now. Through they go, they timed it well. Major Skip taken. And the 5 versus 4. Half. Glaive surely going to strike there.
The first Fix actually got the shot in 7. Maximum. Team kill. Aerial takes down Alexi, the last thing they needed. At least he gets one after, but now he sits on 10 HP alone against Katowice and Dupree. 13 seconds long, he'll gather, but Dupree waits, finds 11 for Astralis, and so far it's smooth sailing.
It absolutely is. They lost the pistol, as I'll remember, and Astralis take the lead 11-4 on the CT half. This is the pick of ENCE, and they're looking like they're going to run away with it. ENCE will need the pistol. We said they've had great comebacks before. I'm not sure this is possible. You'll have to find out after this break.
It's been nothing short of a miracle. It's been nothing short of miraculous. It's been everything that every fan ever wants in an underdog story from ENCE, but they're going to have to dig into every bit and every emotion that they had in those previous series, because 11-4 down against world #1 Astralis, who very, very seldom break on stage.
They just need the pistol. They can get that under their belt and convert it, which they've actually done a significant amount of times in this tournament. They could be on to something here, but it has to be a pistol victory. Anything else, I feel like Astralis will close this one out. They're going quickly outside with 3 players down towards Blockdog. The smokes are already down the spawn side here. It's overwhelming. You see the flames as well. X7 in a lot of trouble, but he digs himself out. That's the bomb down.
He started the first one. They won that, remember. He just gets Alu back. He's going to follow it up. They've taken the bomb back. And Dupree's going to go wide in the train. Wide! And he nearly gets a second as well. He knows there's one above. But X7 dropping in. Dupree's held it back. Aerial holds on.
They try and swarm him. It almost falls apart. Dupree left in a 1 versus 1, but ENCE have done it. That's the round they needed. On the CT side, this is now possible. They get into round 17 here. Astralis have a choice to make. Do they force by now, considering they got 4 kills there? Or do they bide their time And look to do it in the third of the AK-47s. It looked like it's a latter. It's got the auto shotgun out. I like that. Just one rifle here in the hands of Sergey. That's going to make round number 3 very difficult indeed in terms of that firepower. Nothing purchased really at all from Astralis here. 1 P250 for Magisk. He's hungry for frags here. Nice smoke, buy some time, might push him back towards inner.
Same position that he played on the T side, remember?
Yeah.
It's not uncommon when you have a sort of a old default position that you play it on both sides because naturally, you know the perspective each way. Alu gets Zipix down. Auto shotgun kill. He said he wanted some yesterday. Auto shotgun. Holds and nearly finds the last. Had to go to tapping at that point in time. And with great syncopation, he nearly gets a 4th kill on the board. His Magician now has to just sit back, await his fate, and Stinger 6.
4 players survive on the inside, but here come the AK-47s. Do they upgrade any of these lesser weapons now? They have an MP9, a UMP, an auto shotgun. I would say X7 might want to consider dropping, but he'll buy the AUG for himself. Alu gets the FAMAS. He actually gives Sergey the shotgun, so we'll see how this one unfolds. Astralis certainly with the advantage here. Device has brought the creep. Clearly, we haven't seen many of those throughout this tournament, to be honest. Hasn't caught on like the AUG has. We'll see what he can do with him. Big round here for Astralis. Start their campaign on the T side. It's a very deep round. Flashback to the lower round to next. Bit of access, but it's smoke down though, and CTs can sneak through that. And they know the auto shotguns out, the SMGs. There's every chance it might happen. Alexi B once more in that main entrance. He loves this position.
It's not a bad one to have. That far up, you certainly can rely on a little bit more pressure. Right? Sergey's alone at this point. Alu's gotten a bit closer, but Sergey has the shotgun down below. Wants them basically to commit to fall on the sword. Close the gap by way of gravity.
It was quite a cool little play there as well. A bit of smoke at the lower ramp from the CT side, a bit of decoy of the shotgun inside it, just to cause absolute chaos in there. They're not sure if the player's in there or not, and ENCE will bait out a few grenades. Less than a minute now. Very slow round from Astralis. Just waiting for that first pick to come in their favor.
He plays an off angle inside of the smoke. No reason to stop believing yet. Young talent on either side, but a wealth of experience that goes against the other. X7. He needs to be a little more patient. If he wasn't revealed soon, he's usually held back in smoke because now Glaive gets out. He also knows that Glaive's up close. He nearly gets 2. He nearly sprayed in. It is just he that remains, however. And despite that the bomb is ticking, Ariel's already on the defuse. Glaive, I don't even think he's aware of it. He's not. He's sitting back and he has to save the AK.
Amazing response there from ENCE. It was the fake from Astralis, well, almost had pimps on the inside bomb, so they show presence towards Ivy, smoke the right-hand side. Their objective then was to get towards the backtrack through CT spawn and cause chaos as their teammates came down lower and upper. It works out, but they lost too many kills. His X7 is looking absolutely deadly right now. Glaive did a great job here, almost gets a double kill towards the connector as well. Does the damage on the first, but then can't find the second. The bomb's being defused at this point, and he's left with nothing. It looks like Astralis fancy the buy here once again. They know they're so close to resetting the CTs. He jumps down the pop dog here, looking for that first pick. There's a little bit of damage towards Ariel, will have to fall back.
Remember the way in which ENCE battled back against Na'Vi. They won an eco on a run of 6 rounds. They won't be intimidated yet by Astralis.
This is all they needed. They won the pistol. They somehow win the 3rd round against the AKs when they had shotguns and SMGs. They're on their feet now. Astralis with 1 AK-47, a Galil, Deagles. It really is nice. Utility here now. A pick and return. They're going to upgrade one of those pistols.
Setting down, forces them back by some time. X7 will complement that with one that also goes over toward A main, and that buys a bit of room as Astralis have to regroup. (11-8) with a reset. That's the possibility for ENCE.
With that opening pick, Astralis slowed things right down, but they need to hurry up now. 30 seconds remain. ENCE are playing in front of any potential smokes. A double stack, as it looks like ZipX will start to show presence towards inside. A Molotov and a smoke to pull a rotation. This is where the action really takes place. SCB has a chance for 2 here. If he gets it, he can actually pull this one back. He's got a tremendous amount of time here, but he does go down. 10 seconds to get that planted.
Time is everything. Just that little fake, but Alu is trying to swing that. He can't do it. He was waiting at the H, and they won't be able to deny the plant. Sergey, he may have to back off of this. He's gonna try it. He'll go around at least and give it a crack. If he finds one fast enough, he does have a kit to work with, but what a task it still would be from there, because you've got ZipX, Magisk, Katowice. 3 absolute stars. And they're searching for their 3rd star. Let's keep that in mind. This is what they're playing for. They want a 3rd major. Magisk, it would be his 2nd, but what a story for him as well. In a year's time that he's joined this roster, they've been unbeatable.
That's round Astralis, and that buy was a bit of a gamble from them. 1 AK, I get Lil and Deagle to get that first area. It gives up a rifle. There was 10 seconds remaining. ZipX with the inside, not so much a fake, just showing the presence with the smoke in, the Molotov there. It was enough to keep those 2 players caught in that position. They had to take the gamble. They're thinking, well, there's 10 seconds left. We've got so much heavy signs here toward this side of the map. It's got to be the commitment, but it wasn't. Device comes back around towards main entrance and takes down Alexi B. That was the kill that decided it all. It allowed them to plant. It couldn't be denied. And ENCE, they saved 1 weapon. Do they want to buy up into this? They'll take the tactical timeout and discuss their options. Looking down the barrel of giving up their map pick of Train. This round would lead them to 13-7 deficit, and they'd have no cash at all. So much on the line. Ariel has $5,000. Alu with the Krieg right now. They are going to buy, from what I can see. Ariel's bought the AUG, armor, Sergey with Kevlar as well. They might as well fully invest now. We'll see what they decide to do.
Left to say. Pull it all out now. His money is gone after this, and you're 3 rounds away from the finish for Astralis. You don't want to give them an inch in this. You don't want to give them room. No. Oh, he hits him. He did, absolutely. Sergey tagged down to 24 immediately. But if you let Astralis settle in late in the game, there's no way you pull back from them, surely.
This round might decide the outcome of this map. Good pick from Device, no kill, but takes the anchor down to 24 HP.
The Krieg has been carried over on the ENCE side. Brings it over to the tanker. He'll support above the low HP Sergey.
The Device is communicated. He knows he's done damage here. They might as well go for it. It'll be a quick kill if they can gain access through the lower ramp.
The smoker. He's already there, but he's gone. Dupree on entry. Alu's got to drop off. Bomb plant at this point is sure. Molotov does reveal to Alu. He holds the angle, but can't find the shot. It got away from him, and a lot of people have said that. The Krieg, as opposed to the AUG, the spray pattern is much more difficult to manage, and a lot of players haven't taken the time to find it.
It's a lot more chaotic, especially if you start spraying like that. You can see the bullets nowhere near the intended target there. Not as clinical as you would like, and there it is. That's a great call from Astralis there. They know the money's low on the inside. They've gathered up that they have bought into this, but they won't have incendiaries. They're not going to have the AWP. You've already tagged one towards inside. You might as well group up as a 5, take that low HP player down, and it's executed perfectly. I have to say, with Dupree getting 2 of those kills, and now a 5-on-3. The round is guaranteed to be Astralis, but they want to take all of these CTs down with them. Seven at the bottom of the stairs, so it will end as it is. Alexi won't be able to pick up the gun from the round, so stays on to a CZ. And I think quite literally he will this time as well. Okay, they're going to drop one over to him. He has the armor, so it's going to be pretty much a save. They don't want to invest anything else into it. Give the guns to the 2 that carry the armor and hope for the best, I suppose, at this point in time. Dupree so deep in the site as well. They get in so quickly. They know, as Chad would say, the flight patterns, exactly where to run and exactly where to position themselves. It's very impressive, and I don't think ENCE are forcing into this. They've saved 2 AUGs, but they're going to try and keep their money, I say, strong, at least there. Still a chance to win it with Aerial and Lexi B, two very strong riflers here. They have a smoke, and is there any sort of aggression from them? They've got 4 players outside. Sergey actually starts probing towards inner. He is done.
Nearly got one at least. Vice was tagged on to 48 Dupree alongside and along with everybody else. There was no chance he was getting out of there alive. Glaive,
Look at those
the smoke.
smokes.
He's already walking out.
Yeah,
He's like, he has the whole outside yard.
he's wrecked them there. The back is so close there.
Just gets X7. But it's still going to be Glaive. That's the problem for them. Zipix creeps up. Do they know at all that this is already a save call? Because they're over toward B. Bomb planted, and Dupree's close enough. He's going to get spotted out. They should push the ramp to take him down because that gives them one further gun. Device close enough, though, denies Alu of working forward to getting it, so it has to be the 2 Augs carried over once more. Astralis are going to double the score at 14-7.
They can get the AWP as well now. That's a fantastic pickup. It is going to be 14-7, but at least there will be a bye. That's if they both survive here. Now remember that, ENCE won both pistols, by the way.
It's a good point. Putting both pistols, but gun rounds have one last half and an eco. Other 2 pistols, the 4 rounds in total that add up as Aerial at least gets 2 more down, keeps the 1 AUG, but the AWP, they sought after it. They knew the situation. They weren't giving that up easily.
Yeah, that's the really important kill there. They denied the AWP. Aerial can still drop one for Alu, however. They're 14-7 down. There's still going to be compromises here with the bye. Astralis looking to close this one out early.
Nice. Forced off, that gives Alu a chance. Finally a song that he can sing back in the round, and AWP, but it's Aerial that just walks out. They never had control of Pop Dog. There's no one else in the front of the site.
Where's the flash? Where's the utility? Why is he walking in like that? Well, it gives up the kill straight away.
Glaive still holds off back alley. First side of the train, but Jisk has X7 in front. This is the battle's coming. This time flash comes through. Fantastic response, and Alu gets Glaive. Dupree, he's picked up the op that went down in his teammate's hands. He's made good work on it. But finally, ENCE have a lead in the rounds. And X7's going to try and make that match. He's aware of it. AWP, keep that in mind. X7 had to be perfect to find the kill. And this opens up the round completely. 53 seconds, Zipix already lurking over toward B. And the reasons that they have to believe him won't be too hard to sell. If he works in this position, they have to consider rotating because they can't afford to get caught out in a 2-on-1 situation and go down.
Inside's open. 40 seconds remain. The CTs are gambling towards outside. A smoke available for the lower ramp, and Zipex is walking out up. This is looking good for Astralis. They get that bomb down. They got Molotov to post plant as well. There is a smoke on Alexi B, but this is going to be a very difficult retake. In they go. They've got the inside control. That bomb's going down.
He throws it down to his teammate below. He'll stay up above with the AWP as a result of it. You can already see by the laser he's aimed perfectly towards the connector. As soon as Zipix is freed from planting, he then takes that task and recovers the back lines. The corner of the brown halls. Molotov already thrown as well. Alexi and Sergey, they want in desperately, but they're held up. Just that little bit of time. Zipix knew surely where they were coming from. They should get hit. Should the Willie find the kill first? Sergey, 17 years of age to try and keep them alive, not concede overtime point. It's already down on top. He can force Dupree back, but he can just forward. Low HP. He's got it. Does he have the time? He's got the kid. He will. He should. And it's going to be so close. He's going to be extremely close, but they'll get number 8.
They desperately needed that round. It's Sergey that wins it just about by the skin of his teeth there. It came down to the utility. Those incendiaries are absolutely everything. Usually it's the T side that will have the advantage there, but I think Dupree wasn't aware of us the bomb was planted. He dropped it on the default plant spot instead of actually to the side in the more open position. Astralis won't win the round, but they still got a ton of cash, and I can't say the same thing for ENCE here. They're still so close to being broken. I'm surprised they won that. It was such a difficult round to recover. Well done to them. They bring the AWP over to the next round. 14-8 down on the CT side. Money's not there. They'll have to do what they can. Orcs, UMPs.
You can see Sergey at the end of that round as well. His eyes, man, the adrenaline. Looked like he was going to pass out.
So close.
Still all to do. Double up for the first time for ENCE. Zipic's already through the smoke as well. He'll try to throw balls. There's aerial underneath, but so many players above. There's no chance he can try and swing and silently, stealthily get the flank. They have fantastic play, but it's just not possible.
They've been bullying that inside position, but towards outside is Wave to get the first kill. Aerial this time can do nothing about it, but they pull it back. Inside is the call now. It's Sergey. It's one. It's a scrappy one. And now Alu needs to start hitting shots. Both the Orbs looking down towards the bomb site.
Well, Flash Alu was fortunate not to be gazing in that direction.
Bomb has been planted.
Sneak up though, they're gonna stay on top of the bomb. Zipix has not moved an inch. Alu sees it. So perfect, so precise! As Alu gets it, the second off works. They held it off, but just wanted to work back in the ramp. He couldn't do it, 14-9.
The comeback begins now. They have money. They have double orbs at 3 survive. Great stuff there from Alu, just showing his in-game knowledge there. Sees just the toes of the planter. Zipex there, takes him down, and then hits a wonderful shot on the follow-up there. Such great play by him. Look at the second shot as well. Device didn't see it coming, and it's a clean round from ENCE. That's the one that's the most important so far. And Astralis, they might consider an eco. Device is down to just $2,700. ENCE looking for double digits. Astralis, it looked like they were going to close this one out. ENCE pick up both pistols. They haven't done enough in the gun rounds here, but as usual, they seem to arrive just before it all falls apart. Astralis, they can buy into this round. Do they want to?
Break them now. And we're on for something. They themselves don't have a buffer to play for overtime, so every round is do or die. Remember, no one has beaten Astralis on the stage, a playoff match in a major since London. They went unbeaten there to the championship. They're going to try and do the same here. ENCE of all opponents. One last team standing in their way. Next 7 again to the op. 2 to go. Run boost. Trying to flick as fast as he dare. Giving up the position that was a result. Smoke down and back in front of the site they go.
It all slows down for now. 4 CTs outside. Sergey alone with the AK-47. They've got that main entrance control once again. They've been doing that throughout this tournament. They're so good at isolating the terrorists, dropping the smokes, buying time. They investigate the area, confirm it's clear. And still in aggressive positions. Holding outside, but they rotate one player. And that's going to be Alu towards inner.
Smoke covered the entire end of Ivy. Left to right. Counter Molotov. Bomb at Ivy though, so X7 is alone at this point as well. They've pushed A main to at least try and anchor this site, but Dupree, he's the problem. He doesn't need to be a part of this attack. They were getting 3 from Ivy. They're going to pull the attention inevitably. And then Dupree just has to time his approach. He's down to 33, softened up by the nade. That gives them a chance, but look at Magisk. It's one or the other. They're giving up so much space. And Astralis, they get the round of 7. They get the 1 kill they need. That forces Dupree to go. And now ENCE! They picked it apart!
It's such good play on the CT side. It's so frustrating to play against that. They've got full control of main entrance pretty much the entire round. They don't waste their smokes at the start. They use flashes just to ascertain information at the very beginning. Then, when they see they're at the 1 minute mark, they start deploying incendiaries, the smokes, and run the timer right down there. Dupree was waiting for his moment to strike. They even knew the CTs were in there, but nothing could be done. It's 14-10, ENCE have managed to get the double digits and break Astralis down to an eco. They could actually do this now. Their map pick. We said they needed a pistol. They managed to do that, and they've won some very important gun rounds now as well. No utility on the T side, just CZ's a bit of armor, but Major. Oh my God! The Desert Eagle finds 2. Could that be enough? Possibly.
Alexi still holding off, though. Just when I thought they can't possibly be the third top 3 team. Magisk reminds us that this is a very different team from the others.
Oh, good damage.
Alexi nearly got caught with the stone in his hand, but manages just to get away with the vice. You're right, though. The damage as a result puts him down within reach. He's well within. Zipix with a CZ from ages away. Time to see that clutching prowess now, though, because he's in a 1-on-2. Try and swing it around.
They might think he's lower ramp now.
Problem is he can't go any further than here. If X7 holds that line, he's going to spot Dingle far enough. Zipix knows with the Molotov down behind. He can get ever closer.
He can win this map.
They overcommit. The first. He's tried it. He's got it. Down to 1-on-1. And he can evade. He can be pervasive. He's trying to slip in from behind, but X7 just barely gets there in time, and the better man blooms.
He's got it. Zipx did absolutely everything there. That shot from the long ramp towards connector. How's he pulled that one off? Luckily for ENCE, they pull it off, but that was close. Perfect movement, and you can see why he's the king of the clutches. Zipx 1 bullet away, I'd say, from winning that one and finding map points. 14-11 though, however. Round 26, ENCE continued the comeback. That's 4 rounds in a row. This was remarkable for Magisk.
Keep in mind, though, all of these kills, the fact that it's a 1-on-1, there's still not a buffer for ENCE. So again, they lose 1 round.
Yes.
And they're clutching at straws. 2-3 Molotov goes deep. Alexi wants to try and get on the trains above it. There's so many smokes down, it's chaotic already. Grenades, this is fast-paced agility. Tactical warfare. Dupree finds 1 device, follows it up. It's the opener for Astralis, and now the money becomes the factor for round 15. If that happens, they can hold off. 3 versus 5. You swing out, X7 gets in and gets away. Exactly what he's done. And a lot of people were saying he was the, perhaps, support, if you will, the lackluster role in the team who wasn't contributing. Well, in these playoffs, he's been perfect.
I absolutely agree. Fantastic work from him. Pulls at least 1 frag back. It's a 4 versus 3, and this time Astralis actually have outside control. They're not locked in towards the main entrance. X7 still with enough HP to keep him inquisitive here as he looks towards Ivy, just confirming certain positions are clear here. Alu outside as well. The Orbs ready and waiting.
2 on the side, though. This is going to be such a difficult task. They can't find counter picks, and X7 gets caught off by device. Alu gets it back, but he's going to have to be better than ever, exceptional in this. Swing around, but he can't find the shot. Missed by just a fraction over the shoulder. And it's all on to Sergey yet again in a 1-on-3. And no money left over. Does find Magisk. He's already got a chance at this as well, Glaive. He's not committed to the plant. 27 seconds. He can fire under. It's so hard to do. Incendiary sprayed to try and counter off. He's got no choice but to go through, and that's where Zipix is waiting.
Map point found for Astralis. It's 15-11. And as you mentioned, going into this round, it's been so tight in terms of the clutches. So many 1 versus 1s. Bomb plants down. Astralis have broken the back of ENCE here. They have enough for a couple of rifles, but then it's going to be scouts, SMGs, and whatever else they can find and scrape together. Alu, he had a chance to win that one. He had to hit a couple more shots, but his position was very good. We go to round number 27. This could be it. MP9, UMP, CZ, and 2 Orcs. And it looks like a fast approach here from Astralis. They sent 3 players towards the main entrance, dropping the utility, and Alu looking to fight back.
Alu does. He works for the single. He got a second. Looking, panicking. Nearly tried to catch out the bottom of Pop Dog. Katowice had caught him off with the AWP up close as well. It was from A main. Zipix inside pop dog can fade off of this flash. Does he want to go back for it? Didn't quite work for him. Didn't bounce all the way through. Katowice, to be fair, wasn't ready to swing off of A main, even if it had caught the two players up close. Look at Sergey. Sees that. Blade goes. Headshot bomb. He backs it away. He won't be able to hold on to the ball, but he will get back into sight. And Zipix knew there was a timer on that he might be able to catch him as he ran.
A chance now. They have the 3-on-2 advantage, but 2 players towards the pop dog. Zipx spots one, but can't answer back just yet.
Katowice still waits as well. If they rotate, he can time this. He's got X seconds. He expected second, he won't. Ariel knew it. He waited just long enough to make him think there was no one else nearby. And it's on Zipix again, but this time he's got a little more than a CZ. And they're split into multiple one-on-ones. It's 2 isolated battles at this point because Ariel's a half a map away.
But Sergey's got a good position here. He only has a CZ, sure, but time might elude him. We'll see Zipx slip towards the back of the bomb train here. He suspects a player's towards up, but this is looking very good for him.
This is the problem, though. When Zipix disappears, it's clear he's up to no good. They know he's on B, but where? How do they possibly get that information? They'll go together. That is the right call. But this time, keep in mind also, there's no kits.
Yes, indeed. And no smoke.
Zipix can just be patient. And let noise reveal all. Oh, is he going to be spotted, though? Sergey didn't see it. He didn't realize. His own gun, I think, blocked the vision, and now Zipix knows that they're working in one above. Oh, he's the layup, and ENCE the slaughter. It's Zipix that's gonna hold it up.
Oh! Absolute perfection once again from Zipix. He's the man to close it out. ENCE, a great effort towards the end of that map, but Astralis just too much to handle. Fantastic work there. We are waiting for a huge Zipx clutch, and it couldn't arrive at a better time for